Hi guys, it's No Frills Carnivore with update number 10. So, I've just been thinking fat loss for women and the carnivore diet. I've been doing this for like 5 years now, and it's been a journey, but what I've realised now more than ever is that dairy might not be our friend as women. I can't speak for men, but I can speak for women. Well, I can't speak for all women, but I can speak for myself as a woman. Sadly, I don't think dairy is our friend. What I've noticed is that when you cut it out, the fat just drops. And when you include it, it makes you stall out. And you stall out and you put on, and we don't love that. Winter time and my lips are so dry. So I'm sorry, I wouldn't do that like normally, but I just have to. My lips are so dry. Winter air makes my skin and my hair and everywhere dry. So yeah, my hair as well. I took my hair out of extensions and it's all natural, and it's really long, but it just doesn't look like nothing now because it's just in a little tiny back bun, but surprisingly loads of hair. So lots of hair growth. Yeah, lots of hair growth. So, and that's another thing with when you eat all the nutrients and your body starts to get all the nutrients and you start to heal from the inside out, you don't always notice things happening on the outside. But when you can see that your fingernails are getting stronger, and your hair seems to be breaking less, and all types of little things like that, then you know that something positive is happening in your body. So I've noticed that a lot as well. And because I've noticed that my hair being afro and kinky and coily, it would literally get to this length and then stop growing, and I'd be like, what's going on here? But now it's halfway down my back, so that's never happened before. But yeah, when things start happening positively on the inside of your body, it does show on the outside. So your skin and your hair and your nails, everything will just be like better than it was before. It might not be dramatically better, but as time goes on, it just gets better and better and better. So that's something to note if you're not seeing stuff like 10 pounds of fat loss and all of that business. Not everyone has dramatic fat loss straight off the bat. That normally happens after time. So yeah, I don't even know. I just sort of went off topic, and you know what? I'll do that a lot, and probably because now this might be too much information, but I've just finished my period, and what happens to me on my period is that my brain, it just switches off, and I can't remember anything, I can't think straight, and I can't do nothing. So I literally have to write everything down in order to remember anything. So my memory is starting to come back from my period brain, and I'm very scatterbrained, but at least what I've noticed about that too, being on carnivore, is that having no peaks, ups and downs with the sugars and hormones being out of balance, I can identify these things now. Whereas before, I just didn't know. But now I know when something is coming and I can identify it. Carnivore has cleared everything up for me. And because I suffer seizures as well, if I'm going to have a seizure, I can always feel it coming. And I know what to do. I can prepare myself and I can get help and all that type of stuff. So carnivore has cleared up a lot. And also when it comes to my seizures, like carnivore has put that at a dead stop. So that's awesome. And that's why I started carnivore in the first place anyway. So I'm completely going off topic, and next time I'm going to write down everything and put bullet points down so that I don't go off topic and completely forget what I was talking about. But yeah, I do believe that dairy isn't our friend as women. I think men's biology is completely different to ours, and that is obvious. But dairy-wise, I don't think it's good for us. I think we can have it in moderation, especially when we're at a goal weight for our height. When our weight and our height is matched and balanced, that's when I think you could probably start eating dairy, cheeses and creams and stuff like that. And you can sort of moderate it so that you know if you've eaten too much, then it's going to make you stall out or gain a couple of pounds or something. Or you're going to notice it anyway because you can feel it. So yeah, with the what was I doing a few months ago that I was experimenting on with myself? Trying to lose fat. It was like rabbit starvation style, lean meats and fats, no dairy. I started eating loads of chicken, and I've noticed that I end up going to the toilet a lot eating chicken, but not for a number 2, you know, it's for the regular, going for a number 1, going for a wee, you know. Maybe that's the lean protein doing that. Everything is digested nicely, but chicken, it's just chicken. It's not very filling. You know, you think you've got a big plate of chicken and chicken skin and all that, but it's not as, when you finish, it's not, you don't feel full up and dense like if it was red meat. And even my husband was saying the other day, because I managed to get him to eat a carnivore diet for 8 days, and then he gave up when my daughter had some cinnamon whirls. But over that 8 days, while he ate chicken a couple of days, he just turned around to me and said, "Debbie, are you hungry? Because, you know, the chicken just isn't doing it. I mean, it gets you can eat it and you get full up to a certain point, but it's not completely satiating like if you have a big steak or two homemade mincemeat high fat burgers. It's just not the same. There's a density that comes with red meat that you don't get with chicken, and it shows when you eat chicken. You're like, it's like it's not a complete meal. So I said to him, I don't consider chicken a meal, and I think that's why it helps you lose weight. Saying that, sort of thinking back to my bodybuilding diet days, chicken and broccoli and all of that rubbish, chicken, broccoli, salmon and low fat rubbish. But the chicken is low in everything, but it's just protein, but it's just not, it hasn't got everything else. So I feel like it's an easy way to lose weight to eat chicken, but it's not very satisfying. So, you know, chicken is a snack. I had some jerk chicken yesterday and it was really nice, but snack, it's not filling. Lamb and beef is where it's at if you want 100% satiation. So I'm gonna go anyway, but I just wanted to come up and say something because I keep leaving it too long between updates, and I think I do that because I always write things down. Every time I do something, I'm writing down my progress. So I've got like 5 years worth of all of this, my own personal experience written down. And I tend to write it down rather than doing video messages. So what I'm going to do is, when I feel like I'm going to write something down, write an update, I'm going to do a video as well and just talk it out with you guys, because it's good to talk. And I'm not a good talker, so I'm trying to get better at it too. So, you know. Yeah, so I'm going to go. I've got everybody else's dinner to cook tonight. So I think they've all requested, well, they haven't requested, it's just what meat is out. I've got a bunch of minced beef and minced lamb out. So I'm going to bolognese it. And I'm going to make them a macaroni and cheese. And they're just going to have that. They don't, my family, they're like starting to slowly go off of pasta. Like, they just don't have the feeling for it. But because in my house, all our shopping is like just meat and eggs. And we have a bit of rice and a bit of pasta. And I do that for those of us in this house who aren't carnivore, who can't live without, you know, some type of side. So cheeses, eggs, meats, milk, pasta and all that. So everything I cook from scratch. I don't use jars and bottles and stuff like that. I cook everything from scratch. So my meals are proper. And them lot are all starting to find that they're not really eating as much rice and as much pasta as they used to do before I was carnivore, before I changed everything in the kitchen. So that's a nice thing to see. Maybe their progression, eventually they'll just stop eating it. Because my daughter won't eat pasta unless it's been turned into macaroni and cheese. And I said to her, well, obviously it's the cheese that you like and not necessarily the pasta. So why even bother with that? You might as well just eat the meat and have a bit of cheese on top, you know. But I think that it's a mental thing. And it's amazing how even my daughter, who's 16, is affected by the food pyramid type of way of eating. And that means that she is like, oh, I've got to have some carbs. I don't want to do carnivore. You know, she don't have no vegetables or no fruits, but it's the starchy carbs. You know, potatoes, chips, rice, that type of thing. So I'm thinking maybe they'll lose the taste for that eventually, because the rest of the food is so nice. The meat is nice and the cheeses are nice, and the creamy macaroni and cheese is nice, but they don't actually like the pasta. And rice is just the side. They'll always eat their meat and have a little bit of rice, but they'll leave carbs in the plate at the end of the day. So I'm noticing that they're eating less of the white stuff, and that's all right. That's all right. They never leave any meat on their plate, so that's good. So yeah, I'm gonna go and cook dinner. Get that sorted, and then I'm going to chill. Got a bit of study to do, maths and English, because I'm starting again now that I'm coming out of being a stay-at-home mum. Now all my children are grown, so I'm doing maths and English so that I can find a career for myself. It's tough out there. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I just want to get this maths and English done. So once that's done, at least I'll have something where if I want to do a course and it says you need maths and English, I'll have that and I can get into the course. So yeah, so that's what I'll be doing for the rest of the night. I haven't eaten yet also, so I'm going to make my meal. I've got a bunch of chicken legs. I'm still doing this chicken thing. I'm going to eat maybe 6 eggs and all of the chicken legs that I've got in the oven, which is, how many have I got in the oven? 5 with the skins on and everything. So I'm going to have that with a bunch of eggs. And that isn't even enough for me, so I might take some of that minced meat that I'm going to bolognese for them lot and get a burger in there too. And then that's it. Yeah, so I'm gonna go get this work done for the night because I want to be chilling by about 6 o'clock. I don't even know what time it is now. Yeah, by 6 o'clock I want to kick back and relax and watch some Sewing Bee. Thanks for listening, guys. Take care of yourselves, stay healthy, do what you can to stay healthy, and I love you all, and I will see you next time. And next time I will be prepared with bullet points so that I can, you know, not get muddled up. No frills carnivore. See you later. Take care, guys.